day.
What a day. What a day.
Planning for a nice, uneventful,
You were?
relax.
Do uneventful, relaxing days happen at Fabric Chicks?
I don't think so.
It's not what we specialize in. Okay, so we would like to welcome you to, I'll change the date. Hang on a second. What's wrong? Why? What's wrong?
Neither of mine are working.
Okay, hang on a second. Edit. Today's date is we have no idea. Is yours still not working?
This is what I have.
Hang on a second. Devin's trying. Did you sign out and sign back in?
No. I'm gonna try it again.
Okay. Hang on a second. Devin's is not working. Fabric Chicks. This is Beth. I'm in the middle of a Facebook Live. Can I call you back? Oh, perfect. Can I call you at 5? Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. Bye-bye. Okay. So Devin is trying to re-sign in because he's on the iPad, which can take us outside because we've got a painting station set up. Okay. I think we've got it. So welcome to Fabric Chicks Crazy. You wouldn't expect it to be anything else, though, I'm pretty sure. Okay, let me put in the ticker and save it and scroll it. Thank you, Victor, for telling us it's the 19th because we have no idea. So we have several demos today that we're going to show you. If you're not familiar, on Mondays we try to what?
Can you take it off that one?
Can you not take it off?
I don't know how.
Okay, hang on a second. It should be right up top. Let me do Devin's job for him. Wait, you just removed me. I just fixed it and then you unfixed it. Okay, hang on a second. Hang on a second. Okay, so welcome to Fabric Chicks. We have a brick and mortar store in Gardnerville, Nevada. You can come and join us, visit us, play with us, whatever you want to do. Just give us a call because we're open Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. But we'll be closed when we go to Quilt Show Reno, which is the first week in June. We'll be up there probably Monday through Saturday. So we do kind of have a little bit of weird hours. So give us a call if you want to come into the shop, but we are happy to have you come into the shop. So today on Mondays, we try to do demos. We're going to go here. I'm going to read the comments real quick because Devin's not going to read them to me later. Hey, Sandy and Terry and Connie and Ann and Brenda and Terracotta and Laura and Renee and Candy and Jackie. Oh, I saw a picture of your guys' dragon dolls. They look good. Hey, Victor and Jennifer. Yes, Terracotta, I can see your comments. Whoop, whoop. Everything looks good. Oh, good to hear I hope you're feeling better, Brenda. Hey, Elaine and Carolyn. Welcome, everybody. Jody and Mary Lou and Cindy. Welcome, everybody. So we have several demos that we want to do today. And because we kind of been slacking on the demo part, and you know me, I think that it's my job to inspire you to want to create. So let me get rid of all this extra stuff here in my way. So the first thing I want to show you is I just finished this. So this was a sample that I demoed. So a lot of times you'll see our samples several times in the demoing process. So probably about a month ago, Lynn laid this all out and got it ready for me. And then I demoed the process. But just real quick to show you the process, you're going to take a background fabric, however wide you want it. So if you want to do the same process for a tote bag, it would work for that, or a wall hanging, or anything that you want to get kind of a little bit artsy. And to me, this is kind of kindergarten art, okay? So you take your background fabric, however wide and however long you want it, and then you take a piece of fusible and fuse it to your background. So if you want to use steam a seam, Wonder Under, whatever kind of fusible you want, whatever you're comfortable with, you're going to lay that onto the wrong side of your background and then iron it on. And then you're going to lay all these little chunks of upholstery fabrics. So it's super easy. You're literally going to take, and you can do it with cotton fabric. You can do this same process with any kind of fabric. Okay. Like here's some pleather in here. Here's some lame, some upholstery fabric. It's just all kinds of random weird stuff. And you're just going to take little chunks like this. And then just cut whatever weird size shapes you want. This is a pretty one. You could use either side, but just cut weird sizes. Lay it, the ugly side onto your fusible. And then once you get the fusible completely covered, lay your pressing sheet on top and press it so that you have the 3 layers, your backing fabric, your fusible, which you can't see, and then all your fabrics that you're going to put on top. So it's basically a fused raw edge quick project. Once you have everything fused, then you're just going to stitch around it. And I did just kind of a little squiggle stitch. Can you see the little squiggle stitches all around there? And I probably wouldn't throw it in the washer. I probably would just use a damp sponge to wash it if something spilled on it. But it's so quick and easy that if something does spill on it and you can't get it clean, and you can't put a flower pot on top of it, throw it away and make a new one. So quick and easy gifts. I'm trying to get you guys inspired to be able to use your stash and make stuff as gifts. Get it done now so you already have it done for Christmas. And you could do this same technique and do placemats. So you can do table runner and placemats to go with it. You could do a big piece like this and then cut them up into little coasters. All kinds of fun things you can do with it. And then, of course, I couldn't just stop with the fabric. So I drizzled some silks onto here. These are those silk remnants. I just drizzled some of the silk remnants onto here and then just stitched over it. If I missed a place, I didn't care. Like here, I didn't catch that. I don't really care. I even left the knot in it. And then I ironed some of the same silks. And I stitched it to the back and then pulled it to the front and just squiggle stitched over it. So just a fun, quick, easy project. Let me see if I've got any questions because, you know, Devin does not like to read me my comments.
Devin says hi, though.
Terracotta, he loves you. Okay,
and Connie. And
Connie, his favorites. That's because he had to pick them up from the airport and was stuck with them in the car. So he bonded with those 2 girls. So in a little bit, we'll have auction bags of upholstery fabrics. These auction bags are probably going to make like 2 or 3 placemats or tote bags or wall hangings. And if you look, I want to say Wayfair magazine, it's like home furnishings. They just had some wall hangings that were more square, big wall hangings that were done with this, basically the same technique. So kind of a fun artsy project. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to, Suzette brought these today to show us for inspiration of what to do with your doilies. So she's made greeting cards. She's taken the cardstock and cut it into the shape she needed, and she glued a piece of fabric on it, put the doily on there, and now she's got homemade greeting cards. So super easy way to use up your greeting cards. But she also did, and you guys all have tissue dye. If you don't have tissue dye, we can get you some. But here she tissue dyed the cardstock. She says the tissue dye, though, she didn't realize would bleed. So what I told her is she should maybe tissue dye a big piece of cardstock on half of it, and then she can cut the other half any shape she wants. But then she just cut out of the lace the shape and glued it on. So quick and easy greeting cards for you. You can use your stash really relatively inexpensively. You can create some great greeting cards. And as Connie knows, because Connie sends me cards all the time, which I love because they always make me crack up. But greeting cards aren't cheap. So definitely make some of your own. Okay, so now we're going to go outside and we're going to do a quick painting demo. So just remember, when I'm too busy and I don't have a demo, sometimes you get 2 for 1. Okay, so Devin, we should have turned the lights on so they could get a tour of the shop as we were going. But it is a hot mess. So here's some products, some laces and things. And I've never, wait a second. I left them inside. Devin, show them this part of the shop real quick. Don't show them me running from the back. Turn the camera.
Turn it where?
Well, I can't run in front of the camera.
Well, can you run? This is the front door.
Say what?
I don't know. I was trying to make some commentary.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so I've got all of my laces and things that we're going to paint real quick, and I've gotten them wet. If you pre-wet them, then it will be more of a watercolor, and to me, that's easier. It's less pressure. I'm not trying to make anything perfect. I'm just kind of like kindergartening it, throwing some paints on it, just like I did with the lace. So this is these are vintage pieces that are kind of stained. And Phyllis did take home some of them and washed them, and supposedly they came out really nice. What?
No, it's just way hotter out here than it is.
Oh my gosh. So you might be able to clean these up, but they're vintage, and so I'm just gonna paint them. And some of you purists are gonna think that I'm trashing them, but it's just the way it is. We're upcycling. But like, you could cut out these flowers and use them as appliques. So that's what Suzette did on the card, is she cut out a piece of the lace and then glued it on. So this was kind of pretty tattered. So I thought I would just spray it, do some fun things with it. So we do have some paint in here that already has the water in it, and you can just spray it on, and you can see how it's turning it yellow. In a good way, a bright yellow. So we got some of that going on. And then I can, what's puff paint? Gosh, I haven't seen puff paint in a long time. So a lot of times, I brought out another bucket of water. I wonder what I did with it. I probably got sidetracked. Okay, let me get some of the water here at the bottom. So I'm going to do, I don't know, maybe some pink, okay? So I'm just going to take, and we do have this in the shop for sale. So I'm just going to add some pink, maybe if I can get it out of here. And of course, when I've set up, well, it's not coming out of here. So let me try some purple. When I set this up, the wind, oh, now we have a lot of purple. Okay, so if I get too much, then I'm going to add some water and water it down. So you guys will have to tune in on Wednesday to see how it turns out. But just a fun way to, and I could have painted it all yellow and had it consistent, but you know, I like to experiment. So you can tell you do not need to have any painting skills for this. It kind of gives it a little bit of a tie-dye look. Whoa, Devin's like so bored he's checking his emails or his texts. Okay, I'm going to try some blues, except for, let's see, except for it's not squirting, so we're going to give up on that. That's how it always goes when you're doing a demo. Well, there's a little bit of blue in there, so we'll just spritz that on. I know, I kind of feel sacrilegious with this vintage lace, but honestly, it probably was going to go in the trash if we didn't rescue it. And now it's yellow, which is one of the colors of my vest. One of the panels of my vest is yellow, so I might add this on. I don't know. I really do want kind of this pink color.
You should just open the top.
Oh, Devin is so smart. Okay, hang on a second. I don't know. I'm going to just dab this in here. Devin's like, oh, Mom, really? Okay. Okay, let's see. So I just want a little bit of water on there, some pinks. I just want it to be a little bit perkier, and you know I love fuchsia. So you could, if you wanted, you could have custom painted all the flowers one color and the center's a different color. It's really your project. You can do anything you want. But I do like pink, so we're going to just kind of add a little bit more pink on there. So anyways, you'll have to tune in on Wednesday to see how this dries up. Let's see. I don't want it like so blotchy. Kind of get the yellow blending in with. And so I have, so that's kind of what it looks like right now. And I can go back. I can always go back and add more to it if I decide, oh, I don't like that. I could turn it all purple. You can't really go back lighter, but you can always 100% go back darker. Okay, then I do have, whoops, this I have, well, this is a vintage table runner, but it's kind of crazy and stained. So I'm going to dye this, but I'm not going to make you guys watch it because you guys get the picture. But we will, I'll get it done by Wednesday so I can show you what it finishes up to. But this is one I wanted to show you because we do have a brand new bolt of this. So this I thought would be a fun jacket you could make to put like a vest or something if you want something cool to put over your clothes, but not really too warm. So a vest, I think it'd be fun to play with and embellish. And I think that you could really just, and I'm going to do this real quick. You can use it as an overlay. You could cut out the vine and stitch the vine on, but because it's such a big piece, I'm just going to kind of do our tie. You know, I don't know if you guys remember tie dyeing in 4-H, but literally, I should have more buckets of water here, or of paint already mixed. So I always save, well, let's see, we got some spray bottles here. We'll try them. I always save my leftover paints in jars so that I can use them later. So you don't ever waste anything. Ooh. Okay, so just kind of, this will take forever if we do it this way. So here, let me just, because I know I might not come back out here before. Okay, Devin, you got some comments? I'm going to water this down so we can get it colored pretty quickly. Because sometimes if you just have white lace, it's, you know, kind of grandma's tablecloths. Not that there's anything bad with your grandma's tablecloths, but let's see. Let me add some water to this. It's really, really scientific here at Fabric Chicks, okay? But I do the same process with my canvases that we use for the backgrounds of things. I do the same process. We're just adding a little bit of color and funness, but I know Devin wants to get to the sale. So I'll come back and do this afterwards, but you get the idea. We'll show you on Wednesday the finished project. And look at this, is starting to look kind of fun. I can see that we could do a lot of fun things with this, which we wouldn't necessarily have done with it, the tea-dyed color. Well, you know, I mean, there's only so much you can do with tea-dyed stuff. And it's really tea-dyed only because it's so aged. So we'll show you that on Wednesday. Devin, can't you go in front of me? Why do you have to? Okay, let me lock the door so nobody comes in to interrupt our sale. So that's that. I'll go read your comments since Devin's mute. We will on Wednesday have all of these at $8 a yard because that's what from our sale on Saturday. Which we are really grateful for all of you who came. It was super fun. We do have some more of these vintage doilies and laces. So we'll be having these on Wednesday sale because we haven't gotten them priced yet. But if you're doing wool, it would be super cute to do a design inside of here. That would be really, really cute. So anyways, a bunch of those. Okay, let's see what we've got. Oh, thank you, Laura. Don't ever be afraid of new techniques. Just jump in. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Oh, for sure, Sandy, they could make really nice flowers. And you can always fold them and manipulate them into dimensional things also. Um, that's true, Terracotta. I'm finding that so much stuff is going into the landfills because nobody wants it. So I think that none of the stuff that we have is going into museums. So you might as well play with it, enjoy it, create. I mean, you just never know what you're going to create. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we do have Phyllis. Oh my God, you missed all the amazing demos. I'm pretty sure you've seen them before. Okay, so we're gonna have some of these upholstery bags in case you want to make the demo that we showed first for the table runner. You can make placemats, tote bags, everything with these. These will make quite a bit because there's quite a bit of variety in here. So if you like leaves, this looks like a good leaf one. And here, this is a pretty good size one. And you can also cut out these leaves and then do like I did here with the hearts. You can cut out the leaves and put them on, basically applique them on top. So you got quite a few leaves, some greens, some more greens, and I had a ticket in here. Okay, this auction is S53 for $5, S53 for $5, and you literally can make quite a few. Thank you for liking and sharing, Sharon. We love it when you guys share. Share. Okay, I'm gonna try crumbling it and folding it to dry it and see how it turns out. Okay, so S53 is starting at $5, and we have I told Devin I wouldn't do auctions and real stuff at the same time. Okay, S53 is starting at $5. Here's another one, S501. So S501 is a big chunk of kind of like herringbone. And then you've got some other pieced stuff, some pretty big pieces. This one I really liked. You can use either side, but it looks kind of like slow stitched. And there is quite a bit of that. So here is some more. You can fussy cut the flowers out and you could fussy cut the flowers out and applique them on, or you could just put big chunks of it. You could also go in and slow stitch inside of it for an added dimension. And this is, ooh, this feels like, don't quote me, but if I had to guess, well, I can't tell because I'm not that smart, but it kind of reminds me of wool. It's kind of got, it definitely has the feel of wool, but I'm not sure. So it could be a big piece of wool that's gotten mixed in with the upholstery scraps. Who knows? So here is, I think, a big, huge piece of wool snuck in. Here is, I love this texture. So you can even piece big pieces into a tote bag and collage it into a tote bag. And then here is a piece of, I don't really know it. It kind of feels like cowhide, but I know it's not. But it kind of feels like, yeah, I would say like a cow rug. So anyways, all of those, S51 is starting at $5. S51. Yeah, Sandy, they're acrylics. They're all kinds of fabric. All kinds of weird stuff. Okay, S51 is starting at $5. So with those, you guys can make quite a few projects. And then, and I wanted to bring them out here so you guys could see what you're really getting, because we're going to bag them up, fold them nicely, and then bag them up and take them to the Reno Quilt Show, because we got several samples using the upholstery fabrics. So this is your chance to get them when you can see them. Otherwise, they're going to be folded up and in bags. So here is kind of a weird fabric. I don't know what it is, but this might tell us. But this is a big piece. Could be like a table placemat piece. Foster's Furniture. Nope. It does not tell us what it is. Okay, so here is what else is in that bag. And this is folded, so it's like a 1/4 of a yard. It kind of, I don't know, feels kind of like velour, but also like, I don't really know. I'm not going to start lying. A piece of pleather. This could, I don't know. I don't know. It's a random weird piece of something. This is a great, it's a big piece, but it'd be great in like if you did a collaged vest or something, or tote bag. Of course, you can use any of these in a tote bag. And remember, if you come to Quilt Show Reno, bring your made tote bags because you'll be entered into drawings. Here's a little bit of a southwesterny feel. Here's some more of that wool. I should put those together, but there's another piece of wool. And then, I don't know, some kind of thicker or ultra suede. So, and that one, does that one have a number? S50. S50. Okay, S50. Okay, get your final bids in. I'm going to just show you a few things while you guys are bidding on those. I'm going to show you a few things that are not auction style. Okay, so we have, I'm going to wait till we find this. We only have one of each of these prints I'm going to show you. So if you want them, we're going to take them to Quilt Show Reno. But if you want them, just put your name. We only have one of each of these that we're going to show you. So we have S82, and these are kind of like on a, it's a thicker fabric, like it's been waxed or some, I think they call it waxed. But they're individual, one-of-a-kind paintings. S82 is $22. S82 is $22. S82 is $22. And S81, S81. You need me to back up this way?
No, you're good.
S81 and S83. S83. So $22. What?
Nothing.
Okay. All right. Get your final bids in. I have gosh, okay. Terracotta and Christy are the only ones that want to brave the upholstery stuff. If I think what we need to do is we need to have like a 2-day class, like upholstery fanatics, and just you guys come in, and for 2 days we just create random crazy stuff. If you guys saw the show and tell that we recorded from the retreat, we gave them a bag of upholstery fabrics and all kinds of different weird random stuff, and we gave them till Thursday to make anything with it. And the ladies came up with some amazing stuff with the upholstery fabric. We had dolls. I actually am making my owl challenge for Quilt Show Reno out of the upholstery fabrics. But we had dolls, we had tote bags, we had wall hangings. We had, I mean, it was incredible what the ladies came up with the upholstery fabrics. And it's relatively inexpensive. Like for $5, you're literally going to be able to make like 3 table runners, or table runner and 4 placemats, all kinds of fun stuff. Okay. So we do have some eyelet. I don't know if we should do auctions today. I don't know how excited you guys are for auctions. But here is eyelet fabrics. So S54 is 50 cents a yard. S54 is 50 cents a yard for some white eyelet fabrics. And then S56 is a little bit wider eyelet. A little bit wider, S56. S56 is a little bit wider eyelet. And then S55 is a little, kind of about the same size as the first one, but a little bit creamier color. So if you're into eyelet fabric, lace, 50 cents a yard, 50 cents a yard. And let's see what else. 53. I'm going to close these up real quick. Here, let me write these on here. Devin's multitasking. He's filming and writing S51. Devin's filming and writing the orders since we don't have Phyllis here scribing for us today. Okay, S51 is Christy for $5. That was a deal because you literally got a huge chunk of wool in there. Okay, let me pin this to the top so we can find it tomorrow. Christy, and the 51 and 50 and 50, 53 and 50, I think, are terracotta. 53 and 50, yeah. 53 and 50 are terracotta. Okay, I'm going to move these out of the way. Do you guys like the Grinch? The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. We have one panel of the Grinch Who Stole Christmas. I know that was a steal, but I literally can't keep it all. I wish. Okay, let's see here. Terracotta's pile. Now Devin will have to ship your package for sure, Terracotta, because it's overflowing. Okay, so we have one Grinch Who Stole Christmas. S49 is $9. It's an auction. It's an auction because we only have one. So S49, the auction is starting at $9. So if you love the Grinch Who Stole Christmas, or you know somebody who does and who doesn't, I mean, that face is hard not to love. The auction is starting at $9. S49 is at $9. S49 is at $9 for the Grinch panel. S49 is at $9. And then we have some sale fabrics. S57 is $5 a yard or $1.75 a fat quarter. There's a couple of yards there, maybe 3 yards. So if you if you want the whole piece, we'll sell you the whole piece. Otherwise, we'll break it down. S57, a great fall fabric, or if you're doing a collage in fall colors, you can cut that out. Super cute. Okay, the Grinch is at $10. The Grinch is at $10. And I have a lace heart to auction off. So you could cut these, fussy cut them, and turn them into 1,000,000 greeting cards. You could paint it. Here, let me put the S82, the auction is starting at $10. S82, the auction is starting at $10. And it is a bunch of different hearts. S82, the auction is starting at $10. S82, the auction is starting at $10. You could stuff these. You sew a piece of fabric underneath it, like a double layer, and then stitch around it and turn them into cute little Christmas ornaments. You can cut them out and use them as appliques, all kinds of fun things you can do. So if you're a heart enthusiast, S82, the auction is starting at $10. S82, the auction is starting at $10. S57 is how big? Gosh, I knew somebody would ask me something really important, Candy. Hang on a second. S82 is at $15. S82 for the heart lace is at $15. You're looking at 1, 2, 3, about 3 1/3 yards. About 3 1/3 yards. 3 1/3 yards. So this isn't an auction. It's $5 a yard, or fat quarters are $1.75. So 3 1/3 yards. So if you want the whole thing, it's about $15. If you want the whole thing, we'll just make it $15. Otherwise, $5 a yard. Fat quarters are $1.75. S57. Well, Lynn's got 1 yard of it already. So there's 2 1/3 yards left. 2 1/3 yards left. Okay. So now there's 1 1/3 yards. 1 1/3 yards left. This is free to whoever wants it. It is it's a great deal, especially since it's free. It came with this lap stand. It's a lap stand for scroll frames, but I believe you can hook it together. There's the two sides. You've got all these dowels. You have all these dowels. You can hook it up this way and this way. There's even an embroidery hoop that was $9 in here. This embroidery hoop sold for originally $9. So we got all that. Easy stitch needlework frames. Here's the directions. Here's something else. So free to a good home, because I don't know, we just are drowning in everything here. So lamp stand, free to a good home, whoever wants it. Just let us know. And then here, this is free to a good home also. A creative needle craft. It's the entire kit. It hasn't even been opened yet. So everything you need for that, just put in needle craft, and that's yours for free. Okay. Jenny wants the stand. Jenny. Hey, Anna, how are you? Okay, then creative needle craft is free to whoever wants it. If you guys only knew the stuff that's come in here. Okay, we do have a cute little heart. A cute little heart. This is a little auction. Oh, Donna. Needle. Okay. I've got Donna and Elaine. Devin's like, no, it has to go to the first person. Okay, sorry, Donna. It has to go to Elaine because Devin says we don't have time to make it fair. Okay, so don't worry, we have more, Donna. Donna, are you coming by the shop, or are we just gonna see you at the show? Because I have a ton of cross stitch and needlecraft kits out on the free table. Okay, S85 is for the cutest little hearts. And we're just going to start the auction at $2. The auction's at $2. S85 for a cute little grapevine wooden heart. If you like to collect hearts, it's super cute. Okay, did you write 57? You got 57. I'm trying to keep it so Devin doesn't have to stay up all night rewatching this. Oh,
really? I was trying to keep you from having to do that.
Okay, let's see. S82 for the lace. The lace is at $20. The lace is at $20. S82, the lace is at $20. And the Grinch is at S49. S49. How big a piece is S40? S49 is a panel, Lynn. S49 right now, it's Candy Sparks is at $10. S49 is a panel. It's about, I would say, maybe 2/3 of a yard. It's the regular, or 23 inches maybe. It's the regular size panel, kind of a standard size panel. I think about 20, well, I could measure it. Hang on a second.
I'm sure it's 24.
24 inches-ish. 24 inches-ish. S49 right now is at $10. The auction is at $10. Get a jump start on Christmas. And for $10, you can't beat that. Okay, and then the wooden heart with fabric, kind of super cute actually, is at $2, $2 and $20. These we can put here. Okay, let's see. I do have to just get rid of some of this. So these, I believe, are, I don't know. I would say that's a piece of muslin, but it has the look of linen, so it could be linen. And then we have some flannel, a couple of yards of vintage flannel, a couple more yards, maybe 3 yards of vintage flannel, and then a vintage, I would say, twin bottom sheet. So vintage twin bottom sheet. You never know. You can do a lot with these things. Repurpose and upcycle, okay, girls? We're just going to start the flannel auction at $2. The flannel auction is at $2. Today's a $2 day. Okay, let's see. Please remember, I did not get a copy of the Drago. Okay. I'm writing it down, Donna. And my brain can only remember so much at this point in my life. Okay, so the S82 is going to Christy for $20. S82 is Christy for $20. S86, there's two of you at $2. S49 went to Candy for $10. No?
No, not that one. I'm not
Which
talking
one?
about that. I'm talking about this is at $2 and this is at $2.
They're the same thing at $2. Two people at $2. S86 for the sheets and the flannel. So you've got probably 3 yards of vintage flannel. It kind of reminds me of 90 like nightgowns they used to make, but it's a softer flannel. I think they call it a brush flannel. It's a softer flannel than what we have nowadays. So vintage flannels, a piece of, I don't know, background fabrics, great to build your collages on. And then a sheet, S86 is at $2. S86 is at $2. S86 is at $2. And then we have S87. There's not a whole lot of this left. S87, but it is at $6 a yard. S87 is at $6 a yard. So if you love rainbowy peacock feathers, S87 is at $6 a yard, and there's probably maybe two or three yards left. 2 or 3 yards left on the bolt. S87 is at $6 a yard. S87 is at $6 a yard. And let's see. I'm going to close up S87. Okay. Devin will work that out. Okay, we have some other sale fabrics. S63. Devin says we have to make room to clean up the middle room to make a big classroom for retreats here at the shop. So you guys might be benefits of good pricing of fabric. So here we have some fun cats. S63 is $5 a yard. S63 is $5 a yard. $2.50 for a half yard, $1.75 for fat quarters. S63, $5 a yard. So remember that this is all fabric that is low on the bolt. So there's not a whole bunch of it left. Devin's writing it down in the order it's coming so that he can fill it in as you guys put it in. First come, first serve. S63 is $5 a yard. S62 is $5 a yard. S62 is $5 a yard. S62. And you got Renee is on YouTube. And then S61 is, oh, I thought I put it upside down, but the cats are literally laying upside down. So S61 is $5 a yard. S61 is $5 a yard. So if you need cats partying on the beach, S61, these are timeless treasures. Timeless treasures and Northcott fabrics. So normally like $14 a yard fabrics. But for some reason, I don't know. I think because we don't do shows anymore, cats used to be so, like, I couldn't keep cats in stock. But apparently the people who come into the shop aren't really cat people. Okay, I'm going to close up these auctions. S89. Wait, it's 85 and 86 I'm looking for. 85. So Mary Lou for $4. Mary Lou, you will love the flannels. Okay. So remember to join us on Wednesday. We will have a bunch of new rayon silks, wools, linens, all kinds of crazy stuff. Okay, so Christy says she's a dog person. I know I'm not a cat person, but it used to be we sold a ton back in the day, a ton of cats. S85 I think is just Jennifer Evans, it looks like, for $2. Jennifer, you know, it would be totally cute for like a gift for somebody, like you're meeting a friend for coffee, or if you're going to somebody's house for dinner for a housewarming gift with a bottle of wine. Super cute. You could even tie it onto the bottle of wine. Okay, so I should have thought of that myself. When Phyllis invites me over for dinner, I could have brought her a bottle of wine with some hearts on it. Okay, we got some more sale fabrics, and this is S60, $5 a yard. They're yarn balls for kitties. But this one makes a great background for applique. I've used this several times as a background for different appliques. S60 is $1.75 for fat quarters, $5 a yard, $2.50 for half yards. And this one I thought might be fun to fussy cut out for the back of jean jackets. If you wanted to do kind of an animal theme, you've got a cute, you know, it's really pretty great to turn it into an applique. It would be, I think, really nice on tote bags as little appliques. S58 is $5 a yard. Fat quarters are $1.75. I don't recommend fat quarters because you're just going to cut somebody's face off or somebody's ears off. Oh, here's a turtle on this side. Kind of on the fold, you also get a turtle. So let's see what it is. Now that I've thought about putting it on tote bags, it's like I feel like I need to iron them all onto fusible and sell them as fusible patches. In my spare time. Okay, S58 is $5 a yard, $2.50 a half yard. And so here we are trying to keep quilting affordable for you. If you guys know of anything you want to do, like classes, or we could do an online retreat over the weekend. If you know of anything that you might want to do, let us know. Because Devin says he'd rather do anything than open up to the public. Okay. S58 is, I think that would be cute for little patches. Okay, this was a really good, this is a really good deal. I have S47. This is wash away. It's a thicker plastic, kind of like Solvay. I tend to like the lighter because it doesn't take as long to rinse out. but this is really good. The lighter wash away kind of tends to bunch, where this won't bunch as much. So if you're doing embroidery or anything like that, this is kind of a preferred wash away. So S47 is $2 a yard, and it is 15 inches wide. So $2 a yard, 15 inches wide. For $2, you can literally get a yard and try it out. But I think you'll really like it. S47 is $2 a yard for wash away. S47 is $2 a yard for wash away. Connie, I think you'll have to move up here so you can help manage Devin's retreat center. S47 is for wash away and $2 a yard, super good price. And then we also have a tearaway. So this is a tearaway S48. It's all, well, nope, it's 10 inches wide. So S48 is 10 inches wide, and it's $2 a yard. S48 is a tearaway stabilizer. So you can lay your fabrics on it. Like if you build a flower out of fabric, you can put it onto here and then do all your thread painting and then tear this away. S48 is a tearaway stabilizer for $2 a yard. S48 is a stabilizer, $2 a yard. And what else? What other good deals do we have for you today? Okay, let me move these out of the way. So we have a box of stuff. And I know this is like we're a quilt shop, but I also feel like we have to save everybody's treasures from the landfills, which is driving Devin a little bit crazy. But here's a whole box of fall stuff. So I'm just going to start this auction at, I don't know, $10. I know what happened to my $2 auctions. S88, we're going to start at $10. So if you want to decorate for fall, get a jump start on fall, but you could also embellish these. Although this is a towel, you don't even have to embellish. It's a hand towel, and it's one of those that was bought at the store, and then they took a border print and just stitched the border print on to embellish it. So already finished towel, you're ready. You can give it as a gift. It's brand new, never been used. You can give it as a gift or save it for yourself. And then here's one that they crocheted the top so you can put it on your refrigerator or whatever. Here is a Canada placemat, although you could embellish it with some dimensional leaves, some fall terry cloths. You've got some pot holders. I think this was somebody's treasure trove of fall stuff. Here's a candle mat. So you could get a cute candle and candle holder and give that away as a gift. It's like new, if not new. It probably is new. Here's some more tablecloths. Oh, look. You don't have to go far to find your candle to put on there. So the candle might be a little bit used though, but look, you got your whole decoration there. Oh, you've got another candle hold. Look at that cute little pot candle holder. I actually would not put a candle in there because it's a little bit top heavy, but look at how cute that is. You could turn it into a little pin cushion. Oh my gosh. Connie Kaufman just sent me miniature tomato pin cushions that might fit perfectly in there. If I can, I'll find it and throw it in for you. Then you have two more placemats, which you could do some fun leaves appliques on there to make it even better than it already is. A very well loved pot holder that's been used a few years. You've got another candle here, so you could put this candle in the center if you wanted for your candle mat. So many choices here. Do we even remember what the
$10. S88.
S88. It would be fun to do a slow stitching tote online or in person, like those totes you already had pre-made, especially with all that fun, Tim. Yes, I like that, Christy. That would be a fun class for sure. Peggy actually started, well, I started a slow stitching project, and then Peggy was embellishing it when her husband dropped her off here 4 days before the retreat started. So Peggy came and hung out with me for like a week. So I was giving her projects to do, but we started a slow stitching, but it would be fun to do it with people. Okay, here is a super long table runner. Looks like new, very long, like literally as tall as I am. And I know it's taller than me, so taller than 5'8". I should have saved this and posted it in the fall because you guys would probably be fighting over this. But I took, I don't know, 5 bins upstairs of fall stuff from this gal. And so this was the last box. I didn't even look in it because I was like, I just can't. I can't take any more upstairs. So here are some more table placemats. Super cute with the cutouts and a leaf at one end. Then you've got some artificial leaves there. You've got a felt pumpkin and felt leaves. So you can put these as a table runner, or you can put them on your coffee tables for that fall look. You've got some more placemats. Must have been 2 people in this family. And another, well, it's kind of like an ashtray, but I know we don't do ashtrays anymore, so it must be a candle holder. And then you've got a couple more placemats and some more well-loved pot holders. So $10. $10 going. Anybody else want to bid on that? S88 is at $10. S88 is at $10. And then this is a freebie. I would suggest you clean it up, but I rescued this. This was at the thrift store, I think, for free. Oh no, this was an estate sale. And then the lady just gave it to me for free when I was buying the dolls for Devin. Devin says he loves his dolls. We now have our own horror movie in the making with the dolls we just rescued from an estate sale. But so here's the cloud. It's, if you're into church, this is a great little hands-on book. If you want it, it's yours free. Just say you want the kids book. It's yours free. What? Suzette, you missed all the fun. Okay, Jenny is at $10 for all of this fall goodness. Jenny, you're gonna have to move closer. I don't know how much it's gonna cost, Jenny. But it's, if you do craft shows, it's, you could do a lot with the different things. I do not know how much it's going to cost. S88 is at $10, and the kid book. Okay, that is, I mean, Doris told me, look at this table. Doris said that we have to get through this table today because we can't put anything new on for Wednesday. I'm gonna have to tell her we did not do a very good job. Obviously, Devin's not that afraid of Doris because he did not worry about getting through all of that fun stuff there. Okay, that is all we have for you. Oh, Terracotta, we all need a road trip. I'm coming to visit you. Okay, so that is all we have for you for today. We will see you on Wednesday at 4:00. If you have any questions about the owl challenge or the dragonfly challenge for Reno Quilt Show, let us know, or Trash to Treasures. Let us know. Gas is outrageous. I know. I was really upset. I paid $3.89 yesterday. I've seen it a lot worse, Jenny. I've seen it a lot worse. I know we got to just be thankful for the little things we have in life, and that we can go into our own little heads and our own little worlds and sew. Go sew. Have a great night. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. We might do a spontaneous live tomorrow if I can get Devin to get us our acts together. because we do have a lot of demos waiting to be done. So we'll see you guys. Bye. Have a good night. Bye.